Have you ever experienced this? You sit down to study English. You open a video. You understand everything. Every word makes sense. Every sentence is clear. But then, someone asks you a simple question in English, and suddenly your mind goes blank. You freeze. You know the words, but you can't use them. You start translating in your head, word by word, slowly. And before you even finish your sentence, the conversation is already over. If this has ever happened to you, I need you to understand something very important. The problem is not your grammar. The problem is not your vocabulary. And the problem is definitely not your intelligence. The real problem is that you don't have a system. And today, I'm going to fix that. Welcome to English Learning Booster. Today I'm going to give you a simple 5-day plan that will completely change the way you study English, even if you are studying alone. No teacher, no partner, no expensive course, just you and the right system. But before we start, you need to understand why most people fail. Most learners study randomly. One day they watch videos. The next day they learn some words. Then they skip a few days. Then they start again. There is no structure, no consistency, no connection. And that's the reason they don't improve. Fluency is not about doing more. Fluency is about doing the right things again and again in the right order. To speak English fluently, you need to train 5 important areas. First is vocabulary. You need words to express your ideas. Second is writing. This helps you organize your thoughts. Third is listening. This trains your brain to understand real English. Fourth is pronunciation. This trains your mouth to produce correct sounds. And fifth is speaking. This is where everything comes together. Now let's start with day 1. Day 1 is your vocabulary day. You will learn 10 to 15 new words, but not random words. You must choose a topic. For example, daily routine, work, travel, or fitness. Then you write each word with its meaning and an example sentence. After that, you create flashcards. You can use your phone or paper, but each card must have the word on one side and the meaning on the other. Then comes the most important step. You use those words in your own sentences. If you don't use the word, you don't really know the word. Most people stop after memorizing, but that is not learning. Learning happens when you use the word in real context. Now, day 2 is writing. First, review your vocabulary for 5 minutes. Then write a paragraph using those words. Try to write 150 to 200 words and include at least 8 of your new words. After writing, read your paragraph out loud. Check your mistakes. Fix your sentences. This step is very powerful because it forces your brain to think in English. If you cannot write something, you will not be able to speak it. Now, day 3 is listening. Find a short audio or video related to your topic. Listen carefully and take notes. Write down important ideas and any words you recognize. Then write a short summary of what you heard in 3 to 5 sentences. This helps you connect listening with thinking and writing. Most learners only listen passively, and that is why they don't improve. Listening with focus is what creates progress. Now, day 4 is pronunciation. Read your vocabulary out loud. Focus on how the words sound. Then record yourself reading your paragraph from day 2. Listen to your recording and notice your mistakes. After that, do shadowing. Listen to native speakers and repeat immediately after them. This helps you copy rhythm, tone, and natural speaking style. At first, it may feel uncomfortable, but that is how improvement starts. Now, day 5 is speaking. Prepare a short 2 to 3 minute talk about your topic. Use your vocabulary, your ideas, and your structure. Practice speaking out loud at least 3 times. Then record your final version and listen to it. Check your fluency, your pronunciation, and your confidence. This is where everything connects. This is where real speaking starts. And here is the most important thing you need to understand. This is not just a 5-day plan. This is a system you repeat every week. Every week, you choose a new topic, but you follow the same structure. That is how fluency is built. Let me tell you something powerful. 15 minutes a day may not feel like much, but if you stay consistent, it becomes hours and hours of real practice. And that is what creates transformation. The problem is not that you are not working hard. The problem is that you are not following a system. And now you have one. I want to share something personal with you. Even before I started teaching, I always loved helping people learn. Back in college, before every exam, I used to create detailed study guides. Not small ones, but long ones with questions, answers, and summaries. And I shared them with everyone. Because I wanted everyone to succeed. That feeling of helping others grow is the reason I'm here today. And that is why I created this system for you. So remember this. Fluency is not talent. Fluency is not intelligence. Fluency is a system plus consistency. Start today. Choose your topic. Follow the steps. Trust the process. And if you stay consistent, you will become fluent. This is English Learning Booster. I'll see you in the next lesson.